Going hungry has become a way of life for Lakshmi's family. As a domestic worker, she earns barely enough to feed her 3 children.
I'm poor. I need help with food, sending my kids to school, but there's nobody to care for us.
Most days, her children get only a fraction of the calories they need at their age.
I need our government to help us.
Like Lakshmi, there are over 235 million Indians who suffer from chronic hunger, and the United Nations estimates every second child under the age of 3 is malnourished. To combat this problem, the government is trying to introduce an ambitious food security program. Under it, each poor household will get 7 kilograms of grains per month. And while it looks good on paper, the definition of who's poor is getting people worried. At slums like these, people earn anywhere between $1 or $2 a day. But the government says that anybody who earns more than 63 cents will not be entitled to these subsidized grains. For these people who barely scrape through this mark, they say it's rather unfair. This distinction is what's getting people out on the streets, and they're demanding equal treatment for all of India's poor.
We only get wheat through the rationing system, and since we are not technically below the poverty line, we are not entitled to anything else. We are struggling to make ends meet.
Ironically, India produces enough food to feed its people. The earlier part of this year saw a bumper crop, but where the country fails is in its distribution system. It's highly corrupt and flawed, and most of the time, food grains like these lie rotting at government warehouses.
The best way would have been to say that we will make PDS universal in 150 poorest districts, because then errors of inclusion and exclusion will not arise.
Millions are hoping their lives will change with this bill, but the fine print will need to be worked out to make a serious difference. Prerna, Suri, Jazeera, New Delhi.